Hello, everybody. This is John Duvall for Access Arts Alive. I'm here to tell you about a live stream that's going on today. Thursday, July 10th, the Seattle Chamber Music Summerfest live streams a Mozart Sonata for violin piano, a Schubert string trio, and a Brahms piano quartet played by top chamber musicians from across the country. That's right. That'll be at 7:30 in the evening Pacific Daylight Time, 10:30 in the evening Eastern Daylight Time, 4:30 in the morning in Europe, and 12:30 lunchtime Australian Eastern Standard Time on Friday morning. We provide you with the link where you can go buy your ticket. There is a charge for the live stream. It's $30 for the ticket and a $6 service charge, I think, for a total of $36 for this top quality 6-camera state-of-the-art live stream. We also give you a link to the program notes, which tell you in detail about the composers and the pieces being played. What those program notes don't discuss in detail, though, is the artist. And although you can search for and find the information about the artist on the Seattle Chamber Music Summer Festival website, it's much easier if you just listen to me, because I'm just about to tell you all about them. You can see all of the assembled artists there in the photo that I have for you, playing the 3 different pieces that are up for today's live stream from the Seattle Chamber Music Society Summer Festival. James Bennis and Alessio Bachs lead off with the Mozart Sonata for piano and violin in E-flat major, Kerschel number 380. The Kerschel number is important because there's more than one Mozart Sonata for piano and violin in E-flat major. As I discovered when I was looking for the music that I just played for you at the beginning of this live stream, which was a portion of that, it was the Andante con moto, the second section of that sonata, as played by Renaud Capuçon and Kit Armstrong. It's hard to do much better than that, but I'm sure that festival director, violinist James Ennis and pianist Alessio Bachs are going to do a great job today. James Ennis, besides being the director of this festival, is a regular recitalist at places like Wigmore Hall, Carnegie Hall, Amsterdam's Concertgebouw, and places like that around the world. He established his own Ennis quartet, string quartet, about 15 years ago, and they perform all over the world, North America, Europe, and Asia. He has over 60 CDs out. He won a Gramophone Award, 2 Grammys, and 11 Juno Awards. So he's well spoken for. If you don't know him, discover him. Alessio Bachs is an award-winning pianist who, in his up-and-coming days, when he was doing a lot of piano competitions, managed to win both the Leeds and Hamamatsu piano competitions in the same year, which is nothing to sneeze at. And he's the veteran of over 100 orchestral appearances, so I won't give you the list. He's also the director of a music festival in Tuscany, which is called the Incontri in Terra di Siena Festival. And when it comes to chamber music, he's well known at places like the Santa Fe Chamber Music Festival, Verbier, the Ruhr Piano Festival, the Beethoven Festival, etc. So they are off to a good start with that pair. And I failed to do what I told myself I was going to do for each of these pieces. Here is the photo of James Ennis and Alessio Bachs on their own. We then move on to a piece, I believe, which is by Schubert, and it's a string trio. Yeah. Next, they'll do Schubert's string trio in B-flat major, D581, with Noah Geller, Cheyenne Chen and Sterling Elliott, whose pictures you see there now. Noah Geller is a violinist, concertmaster with the Seattle Symphony Orchestra, but he guest concert masters too. He's done the Pittsburgh and Houston and the Beijing China National Symphony. Interesting thing about him, he performs on a violin that was built in 2020, just 5 years ago in Philadelphia by a Philadelphia luthier or violin builder, Justin Hess. In very great contrast to most violinists who are always talking about how they're playing a violin from 1735 or something like that. No, his is brand spanking new by comparison, but the bow he uses is one of those classic bows. Then Cheyenne Chen is the violist. He's a member of the Ennis Quartet that just mentions to you, and professor of viola performance and chamber music at UCLA. He was a founding member of the Formosa Quartet, which he is no longer with, and he was also formerly the principal violist with the San Diego Symphony Orchestra. And then finally on the cello is Sterling Elliott, who is still a student in effect. He's a Juilliard fellow working on an artist diploma, but he already got his bachelor's and master's there. And we're told he's already appeared with orchestras like the New York Phil, the LA Phil, the Detroit Symphony, which is near and dear to my heart, the Boston Symphony, Cleveland, etc. So he's a comer for someone who's still in his studies. So that's what you have as the second piece today. And the third piece it's interesting. The formats go from 2 people to 3 people to 4 people today. So they're showing off how they can give you different formats for chamber music. So they'll wind up with Brahms's Piano Quartet number 2 in A major, Opus 26. And this one is anchored by the husband and wife team of pianist Jiwon Park, who you see there on the left, and her husband, cellist Edward Aaron. Jiwon is she's a performing artist. I wasn't able to find that she has any teaching posts. She's been a soloist at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, 92 NY, which does a lot of live streaming, which we regularly tell you about, and done chamber music at Spoleto, Bridgehampton, Emilia Romagna in Italy, the Kusatsu Summer Music Festival in Japan, and the Bowdoin International Music Festival every summer. The Bowdoin International Music Festival is in the process of doing 54 live streams this month of July. And if you follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live, you'll find out all about all of those live streams, which are with visiting musicians and top faculty at that festival. Edward Aaron is the cellist. He teaches at Amherst, and he is a member of the Ennis Quartet again. He's been playing at the Seattle Chamber Music Society Festival since 2009, so he's a veteran with this group. Also is in this quartet is Amy Schwartz Moretti on the violin. She's also a member of the Ennis Quartet. So this, although they're not all playing together in this concert, they're almost all there. And she's the director of the McDuffie Center for Strings at Mercer University. I believe she's the first director of that program and is responsible for its success. She also has been a concert master with the Oregon and Florida orchestras, and she guest concert masters. So I guess guest concert mastering is a thing. I didn't know that. And finally, the violist will be Beth Guterman Chu, who is the principal violist of the St. Louis Symphony and a member of the East Coast Chamber Orchestra, which is this conductorless chamber orchestra. They have these things. They figure, well, if a quartet can function and a quintet can function without a conductor, well, why not a whole orchestra? And they do that. Anyway, she's done recordings for Deutsche Grammophon, Zadig, and Naxos labels. Folks, I think it's a great lineup. I think it promises to be a lovely concert going on today. Let me give you the exact times again so you can plan it into your schedule if you want to. It's at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:30 in the evening on the East Coast, 4:30 in the morning if you're in Europe, and 12:30 lunchtime down in Australia on Friday morning. Show up or blow up.